So this rally that we've already seen is just the A leg. Now we're making a B leg and we've still got another C, and so we still have one more leg lower. Well, that in that case for me, you know, I'm really solid about this 236 fib retrace. It very rarely fails, and it's from the highs, not from this sequence. And so this is at 77.24. I think if we get above this and hold above this, and this is not a false breakout of this trend line, then I think that momentum will quite likely take Bitcoin higher from here. So for me, if I look at it in dollar, it's 77.24 key resistance. Now, if I measure from this high, I'm going to do all the other swings as well and see where stuff lines up. So this is a 382 from this high, and it's also, if I go from this high, do we have any confluence here? We would be through the 382. It's a messy level anyway. Let's make this a bit different color and do it this way. So this is the 382, and the 50% of this swing is a little bit higher at 78.47. Now 50% of the last swing lower sometimes catches it, so I'm going to take that one away and say, you know, there's quite a lot of confluence here at 77.20, 77.50, and I really do believe if we break above that, that we will have done it, and you can buy pullbacks against this level. So 15-minute or hourly pullbacks against 77.40. Quite often, yeah, and it's true, Ben is true, right, that quite often on the weekend we see a bullish move on over the weekend, and then we have Monday carnage. If we get some momentum higher though this weekend, I think sometimes it'll take it too far that the Monday carnage won't mean a new low, and not only that, but they'll want to buy it too, you know. Everybody's watching for a bottom. So that's Bitcoin US dollar price. Let's quickly look at it at Bitcoin Euro. And so here in Euro, let's move our fib retrace tool down. I'm looking at Coinbase prices for a change today. 6,608. Let's tidy up this chart as well, because we've had head and shoulders patterns in this that have failed, and we've had spectacular ones in F that have worked as well. So one way or another, 6608, that's where the fib resistance is. And if I draw the trend line, this is trend line resistance in this one as well. So for me, a 4-hour close above 6,600 would do it. I'm not sure that people aren't trying to make it move in thin liquidity on the weekends. I think on the weekends it doesn't take as much money to move Bitcoin as it does in the week. And I think if we were to push a technical breakout, we could probably do it. Let's see. So that's the level I'm looking for in Bitcoin. Now, in a couple of other markets, we've seen some pretty decent moves. So the first one, I want to talk about the other one that's setting up, which is this is Litecoin. This is Litecoin US dollar. I've got Bitfinex prices, and here's the inverted head and shoulders pattern. Let's go to the daily and recap on this one, because this is bouncing off a really cool, you know, triple bottom support level in Litecoin, and holding above that big round 100 level pretty nicely. So although it's small and it's just a start, and all we are doing in Litecoin is bouncing off the top of a wedge consolidation, we know where our target is going to be. It's going to be, first of all, back to the 236 fib at 168 and the 200-day moving average, if we can get a bullish reversal in here in Litecoin. So how are we doing here on our 4-hour? So on our 4-hour, we've got an inverted head and shoulders pattern. We've flipped our 4-hour moving averages. For me, this is a really nice sell setup. The only problem on the 4-hour is we're pretty up there. You know, the CCI is already 193. You know, on the 4-hour, if we take a look at the hourly, you know, we're up here at 190. Again, same price. This is not what you want to see. And so what I would suggest with Litecoin, to be safe, the danger with the head and shoulders breakout where they fail is, especially if they have a sloping neckline, is the horizontals. So I'm going to say with this, we'll take the highest horizontal, which is this one, and we'll say if we get above this, then we'll buy pullbacks against this level. That's 124.45. So 124.45, if you haven't bought any Litecoin yet, or, you know, that's what I'd be looking for. Or potentially you could do it. It'll probably dip lower than that, but to this high in the middle. So a little bit overstretched in Litecoin to buy now. Watch for 15-minute pullbacks if you haven't got any yet, I would say, in Litecoin. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to bang on a fib. We've got the big fib, but we're going to do the small fib from this most recent swing, same as Bitcoin. So the May highs to lows, and we'll look for where our 236 fib is, because that will confirm in Fibonacci, for me, the bullish reversal. So that's 127.16. So if we are wondering if we break out, where might we get resistance to come back and give you a pullback? Maybe 117.16. So look for a rejection there and a pullback to find support around 124 to carry on higher in Litecoin US dollar. I'm just going to quickly do those same prices in Litecoin euro for you. So here's our head and shoulders pattern. Yes, let's take this away, So we haven't been drawing the trend lines, probably because it's not a good way to do them in Litecoin. Not this euro anyway. So the next resistance in Litecoin is 108.59. Here's our head and shoulders pattern, and the neckline is at 106.50. So 106.50 is our breakout confirmation, and then 108.60 is the fib confirmation. Now, if we don't get rejected at there and we come back and retest, we might get above 108.50, in which case you'd be looking for pullbacks on a 15-minute chart, pullbacks towards 108.60 to buy. If we don't and we stall there first, then that's where you buy against. Okay, so that's Litecoin euro. I'm just going to go back to the daily chart on this one, because our first resistance is going to be the daily 200 moving average and the 236 fib, and it's at 141 in Litecoin euro. All lines up at the same level. I like it when that happens. And if we look left, we can see a good support and resistance level at this 141 is our target, first target. So that's Litecoin euro. So Ripple, I'm just going to do one more quickly to talk about. I really do like the setup in like Bitcoin Cash as well this morning. You've got the same pattern here in Bitcoin Cash. So how are you going to do this? Not only this in Bitcoin Cash, we're reversing from a 786 fib, just like Bitcoin. So we know that our target is back to the 382. So in Bitcoin Cash, our upside target on this bullish reversal is 1372 in US dollar terms. We're looking for a new high and a breakout of this wedge consolidation here. So in Bitcoin Cash, the breakout is going to be above 1030, and the first resistance is at 1077. We need to be a bit careful there because it's support and resistance and a back test of a fib level, and they very often do. I am expecting a stall at 1077 before we keep going higher, and that's also the big swing that will reverse the trend in Bitcoin Cash US dollar. So watch out for resistance at 1077, but that will be the Fibonacci confirmation, if you like, that we're going higher. And then our target is 1372 in Bitcoin Cash. And the next one I'm going to quickly do, Monero, we talked about last night. It's bouncing off the lows. That's setting up a pretty nice reversal in this one. You can see here, down here, this is the hourly inverted head and shoulders pattern in Monero Bitcoin. So Monero is set to outperform Bitcoin, but I think Ripple's worth a look as well, just because of the interest that Ripple has and its potential to rip higher. So a higher low in Ripple. The reason I'm not going to say buy Ripple today is, even though on the breakout, is because we're straight into the daily 20 moving average, which is very often resistance, and the 236 fib. So let's put that on the right where we can see it in a color that we can see. And so we'll go back to the 4 hour on Ripple. We'll talk about what to watch for in this one. So 0.644 is resistance. It's these prior lows, it's the 236 fib, it's the daily 20 moving average. So that's 3 things confluence of resistance. So you can't, not only that, but we're, you know, on momentum, we're right up there and stretched in Ripple. So what you need to see, what we need to see to buy it is a close above 644. Like a 4 hour close would be great, and then a pullback, doesn't matter, an hourly would be good. So I think this is one for tonight or tomorrow, a pullback entry in Ripple. So that's what I'd be looking for in that one. So hopefully those ideas are useful, and we'll carry on and do some F now and EOS and IOTA for sure.